means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Betling. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Edling to throw it. And complete over the middle, Safarian-Jenkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Check! 53 flight! Check! 53 flight!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! 53, check 53.
Here's Hetling to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Back to throw, Etling. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now Etling. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mahomes now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Green 39.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs' offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mahomes now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Slow. Z.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. White 90. Motion. Check. Flex round.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Flex round.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc, because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, That's steal, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Green 90. Green 90. Z.
Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And an alley to run. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We've not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units again.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Ace. Here we go now. Green.
They'll try and run it here, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
3 down. Let's go. 190. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. I got it. That's me. Mike, 55. Check 55. Ohio.
They'll throw it here. Etling. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here comes Kansas City. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, that's Hunt. But he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Black 58 rail. Left.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Left.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one, and with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it, take some time down.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Jack.